welcome to part 2 of the Gods and Goddesses video. We're going to begin this one with Neptune and Poseidon. So Neptune is the Roman name for the Greek god Poseidon. He's the brother of Jupiter, as Jupiter is the god of the skies and is associated with many things in the sky. Neptune is the god of the seas, so everything associated with that. There's a planet in the solar system named after him as well. He's not quite as great as Jupiter, but does hold a high place in the ranking of the gods. His symbols are trident, horses, water, and fish. So a lot of times he's very easy to recognize, besides the fact that he's looks very different than the rest of the gods with his attire and symbols. He's often played up a lot in popular culture. You see a lot of him in SpongeBob and other cartoons and things like to use him. So he's very recognizable for that. Moving on to the next god, we have Hades, or Pluto. So Pluto is the Roman name for the Greek god Hades. He's the brother, so he's also brother of Jupiter and Neptune. He's kind of the third piece. He's the god of the underworld. So that's kind of all three major domains taken care of. There's the skies, the seas, and the underworld. So he's the god of the dead. Is often has conflicts with Jupiter. There was a planet named after Pluto, but Pluto's no longer a planet technically, but still the sentiment is there. He's married to Persephone, and there's a whole myth behind that. To keep it short, she was in the underworld, and he keeps her there for part of the year, and she goes back into the human world for the rest of the year, which is how we get our seasons according to the myth. So when it's all cold in the winter, it's because she's in the underworld, and then she comes back up and everything gets beautiful in the spring. The symbols with him are Cerberus is a three-headed dog. It's a kind of guard to the underworld. Many things come from this. There's also many myths that come from Pluto because of his very interesting setting, being in the underworld. So there's a lot of stuff that comes from there. Move on to Apollo. So Apollo is the only Greek deity to keep his Greek name when taking over the Roman culture. He's the twin brother of Artemis, and he's the son of Zeus. He's the god of the sun, music, and medicine. NASA named missions after him, so the name's very familiar. Apollo is said to be the sun. The myth is that Apollo rides a chariot through the sky, a golden chariot, and that is the sun. So horses bring him throughout the sky, and that is why throughout the day, this sun moves across the sky, and then when he's on the other side of Earth, the sun goes. That's why it's dark, because the sun's no longer visible. He has some symbols associated with him. A lot of the gods after the main ones, their symbols are a little bit more specific. Lyres is a musical instrument, so they become more specific as we get to the gods that aren't kind of the main three. And they tend to get more interesting as well. They tend to get more specific, and we get some very interesting symbols and kind of stories behind the gods as they get more specific. So next video we'll go into more of those.